to women, or men the biggest protector of women, and why?
Oh, you
can
can
start earlier because I'm ready to say what I gotta say.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I feel like I'm like a man inside a woman's body, but some men be seeing me as competition.
I will just be honest. When girls think that I'm gonna be 1,000 for you, and then all the other ladies here. When girls act like guys or they're masculine, or as you would say, alpha, it's not attractive, ladies. It really isn't.
It's a turnoff.
It's a big turnoff, man.
What's a turnoff?
Girls that are aggressive and act masculine and or call themselves alpha in general.
But what does that? But how is that unattractive? Like I'm not like a dyke or anything.
Well,
like, how is it unattractive?
Analogy, Marin. I mean, if I walked up to you in a club and I had heels and a dress and said, "Hey, man, it's not like I'm gay or anything. I like girls still." Like, what would you think? I would look crazy,
That's
right?
different.
No, it's actually fairly similar. Because
I don't dress like a guy. You see me dress.
No,
well,
it's not about that. It's not about that. It's that if you have a masculine attitude, it makes you less attractive. Versus like if I was to have a feminine attitude, you wouldn't be attracted to that, correct?
What is a feminine attitude, though?
If I acted like a girl, if I went, "Oh my God, you're so hot. I love your shoes. Oh, you work at the post office? Oh my God, I got to get a package." I'm waiting on some Jimmy Choo shoes. They're fantastic. What'd you think?
You cool.
You gay.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you. Okay, hold on. Stop right there. I'm cool, okay? Or would you take me seriously and date me?
Hell no.
Nope.
Personally, I don't want no hard ass nigga because they be coming a little too hard for me, bro. Like I need you to relax.
Okay.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. Being thirsty and masculine are two different things. Let's try to not conflate the two.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that, simply put, I don't know why women think it's okay to be masculine or call themselves alpha or any of this other stuff, right? And expect men to just accept that shit. When if I was to wear a dress or heels and say, "Hey, don't worry about it. I'm masculine sometimes," or whatever. I could be a man sometimes. Y'all would look at me like I'm crazy if I wore a dress and heels.
Okay, but what if you grew up with brothers?
Listen,
it does make a difference.
Hold on. Let's make this very clear. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Like that, I can make the argument. I grew up with all girls. I wear dresses every now and then. Like you wouldn't accept me. Like you would be like, "What the fuck?" Like it's just crazy to me how like women think it's okay to act like a dude. And I'm not saying this to pick on you or anything like that. I'm just being general. Like women think it's like I'm alpha, I'm dominant, I'm a leader, I'm assertive. But and y'all say that as if it's like something to brag about. That's crazy. Because like if I went around and said, "Yo, I could really rock this dress. I could walk in these heels, motherfucker. I look better than you. I flaunt it better than you." Y'all would look at me like I'm wild. But we let women go ahead and have masculine traits and not check them on it. But if a guy was to do that, he would get clowned on.
But the thing about me is that I'm sneaky. It depends what I want to do with you. You know, if I really want to like get a hold of you, I'm gonna act like, "Hi, how are you?" at first, and then after you're gonna see my other side. Right, you know
fantastic.
what I'm saying?
So in that case, I mean, we go on the first date.
Hey,
I'm gonna act like a dude, right? I'm like, yeah. And then, after we smash the first time, I might pull out a dress every now and then.
Nah, but when motherfuckers see my other side, they fuck with me even more because I'll have a motherfucker laughing, like cracking his like, and hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to dance out here in Miami, and
it's obvious.
I've made who said that?
It's Chris.
Hey, listen. So. From just making a motherfucker laugh, I made 7 bands just making us sitting down next to him, not even sitting on his lap, sitting next to him, making that motherfucker laugh. He's like, "You are so funny. Oh my God, here, I'm gonna send you." He wanted to offer me Bitcoin back then, but then my dumb ass said no. Exactly. But he gave me $7,000.
Okay, so here's the reality. You want to know what the problem is with that? What you just said? That's not a real metric of success. Dudes tricking off on you is not a metric of success.
I know, I'm not saying it is.
Okay, but you're using it to try to like illustrate like, "Hey, my masculinity and acting like a guy got me this." The reality is, until you have a man that you love, admire, and respect that's giving you a ring and a last name, you can't brag. You can't.
Can I ask a question?
There's got to be tangible like markers of success, and a tangible marker of success when it comes to being a woman and dating and is getting a relationship with a man that you love, admire, and respect with a ring.
Okay.
Like finessing a simp at $7,000 is not a metric of success.
So you're saying getting married is a level of success?
Okay,
a level of success.
From a woman's perspective.
Okay, well, from a woman's perspective, I did that. What's the next thing?
Okay, you married the wrong guy.
No, I married the right guy. Actually, he just passed. But you can't control the life.
That's well, you got to get out of your feelings here for a second. Okay, that's an exception. You got widowed.
No, I'm saying, but like, what's next? Like you said, for a woman, like that's a level of success. Okay, so yeah, I got the bag, I got married, I did the whole 9 yards. what's next? Like,
hopefully you get another chance with a guy that can stimulate like that guy did.
So,
you may or may not.
So you're asking if I've gotten proposed matrimony?
No, that's not what I said.
Oh, okay.
All I simply said was, let's bring it back all the way, ladies. Please pay attention.
Sorry,
Listen to me
ADD.
here. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
It's because you're staring at the chat. Stop doing that.
Okay.
So pay attention to what I'm telling you.
Okay.
All I'm simply saying is that there's winners and there's losers. Okay. You mentioned, hey, I'm aggressive and I'm an alpha female. You're doing it again. Staring at the screen. Pay attention, bro. Like this is my. Here's the thing, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna pay attention.
You know what? This is for the chat for y'all to learn. This is talking to modern day girls, okay, that are somewhat attractive. They do this. They'll just ignore. I don't give a fuck. People are hitting me up anyway, but it's fine. I'll just say this. Maybe the girls here want to hear this. I'm being honest with y'all. 1,000. That men are never gonna tell you this shit. You win when you get a ring from a man that you love, admire, and respect, and you get commitment from that man. Finessing a dude out of money. Having simps in your DMs, having dudes that have blue checks or whatever courting you or hanging out with you or taking you out on dates or flying you out is not a metric of success because any guy can really do that. It's fairly low investment in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
Okay?
And shit get boring.
Exactly. That's like me. If I went around and I said, yo, I got a bunch of chicks that I hang out with. They all friends on me though. And I might have got my dick sucked once by one of them. Could I brag about that?
No.
You look like a clown.
Thank you. Thank you. Because I didn't have to work to simp on these girls. Same thing with y'all. You don't have to work to get guys to give you attention and resources or whatever.
Because
until you get a guy to commit to you, you didn't win. That's just the unfortunate reality. Just that no one wants to call women losers. And I'm not calling y'all losers. You guys are still young and have time ahead of you. But something that you should think about is like being masculine, acting like a dude does not make you more attractive. And you don't win until you're with a guy that is masculine that you actually admire and respect.
Can I ask you a question?
Facts.
Yeah.
So would y'all rather be with a girl who has no sense of humor whatsoever? She's just submissive and pretty, or would you rather be with a girl who has her own personality? Yeah, she might be a little masculine, but it's not, you feel me, not to the full depth of being like,
See,
I'm not trying to be fucked up when
here's
I
the all or nothing argument. It's the all or nothing
It's two
argument.
extremes. But I'll tell you this. Just to like answer your question, number one. Because I'm not here to be like entertained by my girl. I mean, we're here to vibe, have a great time, but like for you to make me laugh, that'd be cool. You don't have to. You know? Because at the end of the day, if you can raise
but
kids,
that's not boring to you to be with a girl
They
with
like
no
boring bitches.
personality?
But what
men
are you
wife
doing?
up boring girls.
Why?
Like
Then I don't want to be
like-
nobody's
like,
wife.
for example, right? If you notice on the panel, the big contrast between her and her. If a guy was to see how they both act, probably gonna choose her. Keeping it buck. But they'll definitely fuck her. Make sense?
But
So-
why do you guys find girls like this more work when it's just they just have a personality? Why do you guys like feel some type of way about a girl having a personality? That's what it feels like.
It's simple. Let's go back to the example I gave you before. If I wear heels on Saturdays, but I act like a dude other days, you would not take me serious. You'd be like, yo, what the fuck? Is this guy a dude or a chick?
Personally, if you wanted to wear a dress, boy, go ahead and do that. I'm gonna still suck your dick. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Wow, that's
Well,
gay.
fantastic. That's you.
Yeah.
But most, look at the
Not
table.
me.
Most girls are not going to accept a guy that's conditionally masculine. Okay?
I feel you.
I have to be masculine at all times. But why is it that we let women be conditionally feminine? They can pick and choose when they want to act like a girl, right? They act like a girl sometimes, and then they act like a guy sometimes. I'm saying that's crazy because if I was to be conditionally masculine and feminine sometimes, y'all would not tolerate that. You would break up with me immediately. So why is it when a guy says, well, we don't like masculine chicks like that? Oh, you can't handle this? Blah, blah, blah. By that logic, well, then what? Are you guys jealous because I can wear the heels better than you, you fucking loser ass bitch? No, but we don't say that to women ever because it was so crazy, that argument. But we let women get away with it all the time. Like she can be masculine and I'm supposed to just accept that
And
shit.
also, just so you know, personality does not equal masculinity. I've been with girls that are super into their personality. They're very cool, calm, but they're not masculine. They're just like say funny shit and not
That's
like,
what I mean, because I think he's saying that alpha is the same as masculine. That's
No,
the
but
same?
You can't
Yeah,
use alpha
pretty much.
as
Yeah.
a female without them taking it as masculine. I'm not gonna lie.
Because maybe it's because I know more Spanish, but I don't know. To me, I feel like alpha is
Say
not
dominant, maybe.
Yeah,
Dominant might
Still not
maybe I don't know.
attractive.
Or boss.
That's still not attractive.
I feel like that's alpha is like boss. No.
Yeah, it's still not. It's, ladies, I don't make the rules. I just report them. Like you want a guy that's masculine, we want women that are feminine. And unfortunately, being a boss comes with masculine traits a lot of the time, and guys don't like it. You can sit there and say, I still get attention from men, even though I act like this, but that doesn't matter. Getting attention from men is a dime a dozen. That doesn't mean shit. Can you get attention from a man that you actually like, admire, and respect, and want a relationship with him. That's the key. And I'm here to tell y'all, a guy that's actually assertive and dominant, that makes his own money, that's successful, the guys that you guys are chasing, they're not going to tolerate this I'm a boss bitch bullshit.
Nah.
They're not.
But if it's that case,
you
I'll
even
switch
admitted
it up.
yourself. You hung out with billionaires, right? And they're just like, they even told you like, this is how I roll.
Shit, if I got to switch it up, I'll switch it up. Shit.
No, you said if you have to, but you shown in the past, you said earlier, F1, you didn't want to switch it up.
In order to be married,
Exactly.
like you gotta cut that masculinity shit out.
Yeah.
You dead ass do.
I just said that.
Like you really do, because in order to get the ring, in order to get like, you gotta understand, for a guy, they feel like their last name is everything. So it's like, in order to get his last name, it's not saying you have to pour yourself to the side. No, you can still get your nails done, toes done. You can still be you, but trying to be like, oh, I'm the boss. No, bitch, he's the boss. Like, that's his last name.
Yeah,
he's the one giving you the ring.
And that attitude, who you're gonna attract? You admitted it yourself. It attracts bums. You want to know why? It attracts bums. It attracts bums because bums are willing to sit there and allow you to dominate them, etc. And here's the problem: women are not attracted to that shit. Y'all could say I'm a boss bitch, all the other shit. We know social constructs don't adhere to reality. Women say one thing, but they're actually attracted and aroused to other things. They'll say, oh, I want a guy that will let me be a boss and dominant, whatever. You meet that nigga, you're going to laugh at him. This dude's a bitch. But you might say, I don't want a guy that's controlling all this other shit, that's assertive and too dominant. But the reality is 50 Shades of Grey is the most read book between women. So you guys say one thing, but you're actually attracted and aroused to another.
Because we need that.
And shout out to City Girls, because they give you all these songs and all that stuff, but like behind the scenes, they be doing stuff that's like,
they be lying to y'all.
Yeah.
Cardi B.
I'm the same. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's literally me. Cause yeah, like my personality and stuff is
contradiction.
Well, maybe I'm just bipolar.
So y'all want a girl that's completely dependent on you?
So
we never said that.
We never said that. You put words in our mouth now.
No, I'm not trying to put that in your mouth. I'm just asking.
Well, here's the thing. It's because she's attributing a woman being submissive as weak and not having a personality and everything. That's like the negative connotation that comes with submission, is that they automatically, a lot of modern day women, I've realized in the West in general, assume that because a girl's submissive, it means she's weak, she's stupid, she's feeble, she doesn't have a personality. No, it's not saying that. It's just understanding that there is a hierarchy. Men lead, women follow. That doesn't mean that you can't be yourself, but you got to understand who the leader is, who the pilot of the plane is. You can't be sitting there trying to, backseat drive. It doesn't operate that way.
Exactly.
We got some chats here real quick, and then we'll do the video. So, cool. Chris, bring it real quick.
Anybody have anything before we move to the chats and video?
Personally,
make sure.
Just speaking from like experience on like how to, when you get that man, how to keep that man. You don't need to be all bark. Like sometimes you got to sit down and just bite. Like, because in all honesty, when you get married to someone, you're stuck with them. Like, even if they die, you're still stuck with them. So you need to understand that person, ins, outs, ups, downs. And it takes a lot of time for you to put your pride to the side to be like, oh shit, okay, all right. Maybe it was just me, or maybe it was, a miscommunication. That's a lot of things that happen in relationships that people don't want to bring up. There are miscommunications. So it's like, in the beginning relationship, a guy knows how you act clearly because that's what brought him to you. But if he sees that you're more than willing to change and meet him at least halfway, and you guys can meet each other halfway, that shit can work. It's just, you got to cut all that rah shit out. It's not gonna work. You can still have your personality and be submissive at the same time.
There you go.
Yeah, I agree with her, but I agree with her if I'm married. I do agree with her because the Bible does say that you should be submissive to your husband.
But I feel like
you have to do that in order to get him to be your husband.
I feel like a lot of men, they'll be pushing that without even being married to me.
That's true. That's true.
Can I say something? You need to put a ring on my finger before you try to treat me like a wife.
Guess what?
The boss
There's
girl
no
want
ring
to
then.
say something.
Yeah, there's no ring.
Without a ring, I don't want you.
Wait, what you said?
Why would I wife you if you're not a wife before I wife you?
Right.
Like that makes no sense.
How you want me to act like a wife before giving me a ring?
Think about it. I'm giving you my last name and a family, right?
Exactly.
If you're not wife material, why the hell would I wife you? I'll fuck you, string you along for years. I'll never wife you. Why would I? Think about it. So, all right, we some chats here.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Let's say you went to that interview with the postal office, right?
Oh, here we go.
And you went in there and you had some shorts on, you know what I'm saying? And you were wearing a low cleavage tank top or whatever. Right. And you just were being yourself. Would they give you the job?
No.
Okay. You had to present yourself in a certain way to be able to get the job. You had to be a presentable candidate, correct?
Right.
Unfortunately, ladies, when you're trying to get a guy and get locked down, you're applying for a job, which is the wife. You have to audition properly and put yourself in a position to get hired by that man. Because best believe, if he's actually attractive, there's a bunch of fucking applicants. And we don't want people that are attributed to our corporation, aka that last name, that are bad employees and making us look stupid, because you are representation of us.